What's up, y'all? Anytime you see the inside of ties at the top, it's not going to be just a regular authentic verification. I'm going to give you a little bit more insight into the shoe as well as give you the authentic verification. Now, I've only picked up my one size 13 in the Air Jordan 1 Retro High OG NRG, which they didn't make a GSBG size, although it went all the way down to size 4. But those size 4s are like still 160. So the SRP for this shoe is 160. And once again, the title of it or the name of it is the Air Jordan 1 Retro High OG NRG. And it's the Homage to Home, which a lot of people call them split, etc. Um, the color is black university red, white. This is a size 13. I have a size 12 also. I just didn't pick it up yet. The UPC for the size 13 is 884-498-654-774, and there's a 14 at the end. The box is the traditional black and red Air Jordan 1 box, and I'll turn it around, make sure we see it. Since the size 13 in the bottom, make sure we stay in focus there. You got your swoosh up here, the word swoosh, and then down here at the bottom it just says made in China. And then the trademarks on the back is just the Nike Air in the air. So let's get into the breakdown of the shoe. And remember, anytime I take the top of the box off, I go straight in and look for what? I look for the stamp. So we have our stamp here. I'm going to move this up as far as I can, and hopefully it stays in focus. But we have our stamp, and the stamp reads 03-12-18-07N. So 3-12-18. Let's drop the box, put the top down on my MIDI keyboard there, and I'm going to pull these out to make sure there's nothing else inside of the box, and there isn't anything else inside of the box, but I'll make sure I show you that as well. So inside of the box, I'm going to drop the shoes back inside of the box. Open it up. The paper has the lines on it. Make sure you see that. Paper's got the lines on it. And I have this picture of Jordan over here. I know you guys are like, man, why is this picture of Jordan just sitting over there? Well, it gives us a story on the Nike website of why they're creating this shoe. Basically, these are the shoes that Jordan wore during his career. The only time he wore the Royal, as it states on the website, was for All-Star Weekend and for a photo shoot. But these are the only two colors that he wore on the court. So there you get for Chicago, from Chicago, the basically like the home and away colors of the shoe. And then this gives us a few pictures of the OGs of Jordan rocking them in game. And it's just a really good backstory, man. And I love it when Nike does this. But let me remember to get our stamp in 03-12-18, 07N, 03-12-18. Give us our production date. Production date is 12-19-17 to 02-27-18. So 02-27-18 puts us 03-12-18, 2 weeks outside of the end of the production date on this shoe. The box was stamped. So to check your authenticity, make sure you're within 1 to 4 weeks of this stamp on your shoe size tag. So that's a great way to check your authenticity. Remember, these are not reviews of the shoes. These are authenticity checks. So you guys can look at your shoe and make sure that everything is okay. So let's get our 360 in first. And then we're going to break down the individual shoe just to make sure you get a look at them up front. And the shoes have a seam. Now, I'm wondering if that's actually stitched, and I think it is because I can see a little bit of a crossover and a stitch underneath. So it's folded over and then stitched on the inside, which means that it may have a little bit of a rub on the inside if you wear this thing. Oh, they actually have a piece of suede, or the material is folded over underneath. So you're not going to have that rubbing that would come from a stitch that's on the inside. All right, 360. Here we go, y'all. There goes your front toe box, top of the shoe, left, which I have the shoestrings on it, right, which the left and the right lateral are going to basically be the same. Now, the medial of the left and the medial of the right are going to be your Chicago versions. Now, on the inside of the shoe, let me give you the outsole. The outsole, obviously, is the same for both. The heel counter is where you see that split more prominently. But you also have the split on the inside of the shoe with the tongue. So the tag is split. Same thing on the front with the tag there. Now, there was something that I wanted you guys to see on the inside of the shoe, because a lot of people are going to get the shoes and wonder, you can't pull the insole out. You would have to tear this out to pull the insole out, but you can actually see the stitching around the inside of the shoe at the edge of it. And I'm going to move that up as far as I can and see if you can see in there, but it's hard to see that. That just means I got to go ahead and get a better camera so I can make sure you guys are protected and safe. But that's one of those things that you can notice. You can't see the stitching. So if you get a pair and somebody's like, oh, yo, I can see the stitching, blah, 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 these might be fake. They might not necessarily be fake. Oh, ships with an additional set of red shoestrings. When I was talking about the stitching, you can feel it on the inside. Usually with a perforated shoe, you can see through the perforation. Here, you can't see through that perforation. There's a layer of white underneath. And they had to do that because when they stitched these two together, you can see how the seams are. When they stitched it together, you would have a really irritating stitch there messing up the shoe. But that's it. Wanted to get this one in. I got two more to do, and that's for the 20 Rebel. So I'm going to go ahead and get to that, and I'm going to wrap this up. Appreciate you guys for watching. I'm going to get a better camera. I said I was going to get it at 500 subscribers, so I'm going to go ahead and get that next week. That's it. See you on the next one. Peace. Sorry about it going out of focus at the end.